Alright guys, how's it going? So I finally got to do some crawling with the little MST Jimny here, and overall it actually did surprisingly well, even with the stock tires on it. The stock tires did leave a little left on the table, but the approach angle and the climbing, even with the stock tires on, the approach angle was actually really nice with the bumper tucked up against the body like that, and even in the back the approach angle was actually pretty decent. You saw in the footage, my crawling footage, I'm a little bit of a noob when it comes to recording some of that, so it'll get better as time goes on, but it was a pretty rocky little spot, not a lot of dirt, so the tires had some pretty decent grip. other than that, it actually was surprising. It crawled really well. The shocks, it's been sitting for a while, and the shocks are actually holding fluid really well. They feel smooth, and the weight bias on the truck is really nice. I noticed on a couple of the hill climbs I went up and stuff like that that it didn't necessarily want to tip over backwards too bad. Torque twist is average. It's just like everything else out there as far as torque twist goes. I did end up trying, I had a set of Class 1 Hyrix tires on some other beadlock wheels. I put those on there, gave them a try. They're pretty big. I actually ended up clearancing out the tires, or the body a little bit to accommodate the larger tires. They still rubbed a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And so I gave it a whirl with the Class 1 Hyrixes, and it was a game changer. This thing is a beast with some decent tires on it. And for durability, I got it bound up pretty good a couple times, and it seemed to walk right through it. The drive shafts are already kind of showing a little bit of wear. They're already kind of a little floppy here. So some new drive shafts will probably be in order. But everything else is metal, so there's not a whole lot. If you kept this thing brushed, it probably lasted a good, decent while. I went through and put bearings through it, so because the axles come with like oilite bushings in it. So the bearings seem to help it roll through and conserve power. But yeah, I'd have to give it like a, I don't know, an 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it crawls good. The only downside is kind of parts availability. There's only a couple places out there that really stock parts for it, A-Main being one of them. Asia Tees carries parts, but I think Asia Tees only carries parts in their China warehouse, so it's a week to 2 weeks to get parts sometimes, if not longer, depending on how they ship them. But overall, I feel it was a pretty decent little truck. We are going to be raffling this truck off, so we're only going to sell 100 raffle tickets. Once we get to that 100 raffle ticket mark, we're going to pull the winning ticket, and give this thing away. Raffle tickets cost $5 a piece, and so yeah, keep an eye out for that. We're going to post that up on our Facebook page, and you can get in contact with us and buy some raffle tickets. And I got another project on the bench waiting to get started on. We're also going to raffle it off as well. So keep an eye out on that, and we'll see you on the flip side.